Hello everybody and welcome back to this lecture, and right now we're going to start with the information gathering. So what we did in the previous video is we mentioned a little bit about each phase of a penetration test, and also we said that the first one is footprinting and reconnaissance, or otherwise simply saying information gathering. So right now we're going to define a little bit more detail what information gathering is, which tools we are going to use, what types of information gathering are there, and we're just simply going to write important things to our leaf pad right here. So our leaf pad in Kali Linux, we can simply just run by typing leaf pad. It is the same as Notepad in Windows, just right here it is called leaf pad. So let us put a dash here, so information gathering is what we are doing right now. In the first two steps of a penetration test is where we actually perform the information gathering. So information gathering is not only the footprinting part, it is also the scanning part, because also in the scanning part, as we scan our target, we gather more and more information about it in order to plan out the further attack. What information gathering is it is simply a process of collecting and storing all available information about a specific target. So we'll just type here shortly, store all available information about a specific target. Okay, so that is also what information gathering is. It is considered to be the most important part of the hacking process, because all the future actions, as we said before, are based on the information you have acquired. If you gather more information, it means more potential weak spots and exploits. So let us type right here, more information equals more potential weak spots and exploits. Okay, this is an important part. So there are two types of information gathering. There are active and passive. So we'll just type two types, active and passive. And basically the passive information gathering is collecting information without interacting with any kind of infrastructure or without sending any packets to the actual target. Now, it depends mostly on search engines and information that are public and available to everyone. So what passive information gathering is: gather without interacting with the target using public available information through search engines, for example. And don't worry, we're going to show the example of passive and active information gathering later on. For now on, let us just define those two. The active information gathering is collecting information while interacting with the infrastructure. So basically you are sending packets and waiting for a response that can potentially reveal something important to us. For example, we, let's say, use Nmap, which is a network scanner, and we basically send packets to a target, and the target sends back to us the banner of a service that it is running on an open port. Therefore, we can find out which version of a service is running there. And therefore, we can search in Google or in some different program whether that service or that version of a service is vulnerable to some type of attack. And then we actually plan out the entire attack, and then we can exploit the target. Okay, so the passive information gathering can basically be applied to all kinds of targets, like for example people, servers, domains, and so on, while as the active is mostly applied to machines. So you send packets, it must be applied to machines, while the passive, you can actually gather some information through people. For example, you can gather something that is not even on the internet. You simply just ask a person that works in a company that you're performing penetration test for, and therefore they can reveal some type of information important to you. Now, the most common tools for information gathering are Whois, ReconNG, the Harvester, Discover, OSINT Framework, DNS Dumpster, but mainly for active information gathering, the most important tool, as I said before, which we're going to cover, is the Nmap, but there are also Ping tool, Metasploit, Maltego, once again, Netcat, and so on. So let me just write right here what active is, and then we can proceed to actually performing practical information gathering. But for now on, active information gathering, collecting data with sending packets and waiting for a response that can reveal information. Okay, so this is basically the most important stuff that you should remember right here, theory-wise, and in the next lecture we're going to start covering some of the tools used for information gathering. Okay, so hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope I will see you in the next one. Bye!